Welcome to Cricut Crafts by Jo. In today's video I'm going to show you how to clean your mat. As you can see, my Cricut mat here is extremely old. I've even managed to snap the bottom right hand corner off. However, this doesn't matter as long as I'm not cutting anything out exactly 12 by 12. I'm going to talk about 3 methods for cleaning your mat and you'll learn which method works best for you. Hopefully you can see that the left hand side of my mat up to 5 squares in is a lot cleaner than the right hand side of the mat. This is because I've already gone ahead and scraped it and then washed it using the washing up liquid method, which I'll talk about a little bit later. One of the most useful tools when cleaning your mat is your Cricut scraper. If you haven't got one, then a credit card or something similar will do. I always start with any of the 3 cleaning methods by giving my mat a good scrape to get any of the excess dirt, grime or debris from it. So now I've finished scraping my mat, I'm going to show you the baby wipe method. As a crafter, baby wipes are extremely useful for so many things. This method I tend to use after every use of my mat. All you do is take the baby wipe and scrub the mat as hard as you can. Don't be too gentle. This was one of the mistakes I made when starting off, as I was worried about damaging the mat, but you can't really. I've sped the video up here, but all I'm cleaning is the top right hand corner just to show you the baby wipe method. The mat looked fairly clean after I'd scraped it, however you can see how dirty the baby wipe is. So after baby wiping it, all I then tend to do is take my scraper again and just scrape over where I've wiped. Often I'll find that additional debris, dirt and grime comes off. I tend to cut a lot of glittery things out on my Cricut, so I find that my mat is often covered in various colours of glitter. If you need to, just go back in and clean it with the baby wipe again and then finish off scraping. So the baby wipe method is fairly quick and easy, and hopefully you can see that the top right hand corner of the mat is a fair bit cleaner than just below it. For cleaning such a small area on what looked like a fairly clean mat, there's definitely a lot of grime on the baby wipe. The next method is the elbow grease method. Now elbow grease actually is a product. I thought people were winding me up or having a laugh when I saw them writing that they'd been to the pound shop to buy elbow grease. So yes, elbow grease is an all-purpose degreaser. So I'm going to use the elbow grease method in the bottom right hand corner of my mat this time. So I've already scraped it and now just simply spray the elbow grease all over the mat. With an old nail brush that I've had lying around, I'm just going to simply scrub and work the elbow grease into the mat. Again, don't worry about being too gentle. The harder the better. While scrubbing your mat and working in the elbow grease, you'll notice that dirt and debris begins to lift from the mat. To remove this, simply take your Cricut scraper and just scrape it off your mat. As you can see, there's quite a lot of dirt and grime coming off here. After scraping it down, I then just take a baby wipe and work it over the mat to remove all the dirty, greasy grime. Whatever you do, don't use kitchen roll or something similar, as you may find that the kitchen roll sticks to your mat. This elbow grease method I tend to use every couple of weeks, or when my mat is extremely dirty and the baby wipe method just doesn't clean it quite enough. You'll now notice that the bottom right hand corner of the mat is a lot cleaner than when it was earlier. I've now jumped back to talk about the washing up liquid method. Start by scraping your mat with your Cricut scraper. Then take a washing up bowl filled with a small amount of washing up liquid and warm water. Place your mat in the washing up bowl, then using an old scrubbing brush, just simply scrub your mat till it's clean. Afterwards, like the elbow grease method, you may then want to scrape your mat again. So this is the finished clean mat using all 3 methods. When using any of the methods, always allow your Cricut mat to air dry naturally. Do not try and speed the process up in any way. When leaving them to air dry, remember to leave the protective top sheet off the mat. I hope you found this video useful, and I'd be interested to know if any of you have different techniques for cleaning your mat. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Bye!